Hold your scroll, because if you're a small YouTuber trying to grow, you need to hear this. I went from barely getting any subscribers to gaining them daily. So you might want to stick around to the end, because I'm going to show you how you can too. Let's just say this video is a little bit of a cheat sheet so that you can start seeing daily growth coming in on your channel and subscribers pouring in like crazy after you do these next few steps. Now, these have proven to work for me, and I am not going to hold them back from you. We are in this together. We're small content creators just trying to make it big on this platform. So you might want to listen up, okay? First off, you need to know that YouTube growth is random. It can happen at any time. Trends change at any time. Like, literally, it's super random. So you need to start putting out content, and when something does strike a chord with your subscribers or with the viewers, or the algorithm starts to really push out your content, that's YouTube letting you know this is good. Like, you need to do more of this, and people really like this. So make sure that your next series of videos fall in under that category. For example, this video right here did so good, and I didn't even know what it was going to do. It was just a topic that was on my mind because I've been there. I've been at zero. So I just felt the need to talk about it to other people to see the feedback I would get. And this is so far my best performing video. And it's literally talking about something that's super relatable that I didn't even realize was super relatable. I was just giving some tips and advice of how to start a YouTube channel or post when nobody's watching and do it from zero. Because that's literally what I did. I was just making a video about what I did. And that's when I really started to see more subscribers, get more views, and all that good stuff, because I talked about a topic that struck a chord on the YouTube platform. And now every other video, if not every video since then, I've tried to keep that as the thing, because like I said, things change on the YouTube platform. Growth can happen at any time. When I posted that video, I didn't realize that it was going to get 100 views, let alone 4,000. Like, that's mind blowing. And I so appreciate anybody who had the chance to watch that video and love on me in the comments. Like, it means so much, because now I know that right now that is a trending topic. For some reason, the algorithm wants us to talk about how you can start from scratch and start from zero, and how you can gain subscribers daily. So on the other side of that coin, this video specifically isn't talking about starting from zero. It's talking about gaining subscribers. So that's what I mean by how growth can happen at any time, because I had another video talking about subscribers and it did very well. So you just have to keep posting and find out what works, because you're going to eventually get the attention of the algorithm, which then will get the attention of people who convert over into your subscribers. And then you'll start to see your channel grow. Now let's get a little deep, okay? Because this is the number one thing that has helped me see consistent growth in subscribers coming in daily. Number one is I created click-worthy content, and I'm using just my phone. I don't have a fancy setup. I'm not using a fancy camera. I'm literally filming videos just like this one that you're watching. All the videos that you see on my channel so far have been done on my iPhone, but I make them as efficient and as professional and whatever as possible with what I have. So I've created click-worthy content. Another thing that I did is I stayed consistent. When you stay consistent, it builds momentum on YouTube. You need momentum, because nobody likes anything inconsistency, like, or inconsistently. I can't do words. Anyway, nobody likes, like, you're on this like upward, scale, and then all of a sudden you just leave us hanging. Like, where you at? Like, nobody likes that. So I made sure I stayed like checking in with you guys, like every day, if not every other day. I might skip a day, depending on what life is doing, or if I just need a break to, get creatively inspired, whatever the case may be. But the thing is, to look for my videos daily is the point. You have to build that momentum so that YouTube knows exactly where you're going to be, when you're going to be there, and who to put you in front of. That's the key. And last but not least at all, is I engage with my subscribers. You have to engage. You guys know me through the videos and how I speak to you guys like one-on-one like this, But then you really get to know me when I answer your questions, when I'm being like just myself, I'm showing kindness, and I'm being just thankful and appreciative to whatever you guys are mentioning in the comment section. You have to engage. You have to go to your subscribers' platforms and love on their content, show them love, and like their videos and comment under their videos too. It can't just be a one-way street, because that's how you lose people. At least that's how I get gone from somebody's page. If I feel like I'm really drawn to somebody's content and their work, and they just don't even pay me the time of day. Now, I'm not talking about like the big time people who have like millions of subscribers, like they don't even know I exist. But I mean, there's actually smaller channels that look like they have the time of day, and maybe they don't. I'll give them, the benefit of the doubt. But there's just something so special about people that we follow, and they take the time to at least just like what I said. You don't even have to say anything. You could just thumbs up and let me know, like, hey, I see you. I understand that you were here, and I acknowledge you. Acknowledge your audience, engage with them, because that's what's really going to help you stand out. And then people actually remember that. People remember, oh, one of my favorite content creators responded back to my comment and it made my day. Like, people remember stuff like that. So engage with your audience, okay? It means the world to us. Now let's switch gears a little bit, because there is 3 mistakes that small content creators are making. Number 1, you're not optimizing thumbnails or video titles. You need to use those 2 things to stand out. If you don't optimize your titles and your thumbnails, or even like the hook that gets people to want to click into your video, like, it's just not going to work. And you're just wasting your efforts. And I don't want you to have to go through that. I know what it takes to actually get in front of the camera, to then upload a video, spend some time editing, just for it to get onto the YouTube platform and somebody just scroll right past. Like, make it count, make it stand out. And one way you can do that is really figure out your brand. Figure out what could you do to brand yourself through your thumbnail. What can your thumbnail say about you without you saying a word? Just think about that when you go to upload your video. What did you talk about in that video that you can, encapsulate into the thumbnail? What is it? What can you emphasize? What can you add to what's going to be talked about inside the video? And then your title underneath needs to be just as effective. Like, they need to be a couple. The thumbnail and the video title are like this. You can't separate the 2. I've seen that a few times where somebody had, like, I think it wasn't anything about being like a small YouTuber. It was something about like travel or something. Like, the thumbnail was very good, very clear picture, and it was talking about traveling around the world or whatever. But then underneath, it was like a day in my life. And I'm like, are we looking at your daily routine, or are we traveling? Like, yeah. So things like that will lose somebody. So you're going to have to like just really start getting more deeper and more intentional about what you're going to put into your video title, and how that can then be compatible with your thumbnail, because that will make somebody like, I got to see what this is about, because this is exactly what I'm looking for. And they already know before you even say a word what to expect. Now, mistake number 2 is that you're ignoring watch time and retention. Retention basically means like you're keeping the viewer coming back, or you're keeping something around. You got control or possession of something. So I know a lot of emphasis is being put on, I need more subscribers. I don't have the number of subscribers to meet the requirements, and I'm just going crazy because I don't know. More emphasis also needs to be put on what you're creating to keep the viewers watching. You can get all the subscribers, but if they're not watching your YouTube videos, YouTube isn't going to push them out. You see what I'm saying? So like, you need to be creating content that's worth watching. And granted, it may just be worth watching, but everything that I'm mentioning in this video in particular is going to play a part in how well it performs in the algorithm. You have to pay key attention to your thumbnails, to your video titles, and what you're talking about in the actual video to keep somebody wanting to watch the next one and the next one. And it just becomes this beautiful ripple effect. in the YouTube world. Okay, so if you don't create watchable, binge worthy, click worthy content, YouTube isn't interested in pushing those things out. It's pushing out videos that people actually want to see. So get into the mind of the viewer and figure out exactly how you can address their concerns, their interests, and how you can relate to them. That's what makes a video like clickable. That's what makes somebody want to watch your videos. And then YouTube will do you the favor of giving you an audience for them to see. So make sure you do not ignore watch time, because that is important. You need the watch time along with the subscribers to get monetized on YouTube. So it's not always just putting an emphasis on subscribers. They're going to come, but only if you create and put out content that they actually want to watch. Now, mistake number 3 is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. Stop comparing yourself to other creators instead of learning from them. When you compare yourself to other creators, big or small, instead of like pulling from them points that will help you on your content journey or your YouTube journey, it's very toxic. It's very like, it's giving like, I don't want to grow and I don't want to acknowledge that there's a mindset shift that needs to happen. So I'm just going to like down myself and uphold everybody else. That's not what we want to give. Okay. So do not compare yourself to even the smaller creators. It doesn't have to be a big creator that you're comparing yourself to. You may have started at the same time as me or somebody else. But if you're comparing your journey to me or anybody else, instead of learning from us, what gain does that give you? Like, nobody knows that you're thinking and feeling those things. You're only hurting yourself. And I know I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for all the other creators on the YouTube platform. But as far as Erica goes, like, I'm very humble in my approach. I don't claim to know everything, and I don't want to ever be known as a Miss Know-It-All. I just do a lot of trial and error. I am very clumsy. I am very imperfect. So if I just so happen to stumble across a method that actually works and I jump on here and share it with you, it's never going to be in like a bragging way. I'm out here for the content creators who are trying to make it and do it in the most genuine way possible. So don't compare your journey and where you're at to other content creators. It's not healthy. It doesn't benefit you, and it definitely stunts your growth. And we're trying to get growth daily. So don't do that. Just know that you are good enough and that your viewers are waiting for you. Your future audience is out there. And as long as you do these steps, you'll definitely be well on your way. Okay? One more thing that I need you guys to know is that you can grow too. Now, notice I didn't say fast. Okay? Because sometimes fast is not always the best thing. But you can start to see daily growth. That's something that's more important to me than fast growth. Anything that comes too quick, you don't get to see all the in-between moments that really matter. So focus on daily growth rather than quick, fast growth, because you're going to be so thankful that things happen so organically. And then you can be even more confident in teaching other people how they can do the same thing. So don't beat yourself up too bad if it's taking you more than a month or it took you more than the 30 days. Some of you are doing like challenges, and I'm not the big challenge person. Like, I think they're beneficial. I'm not against them. I like things to happen organically. That's the best way I could put it. If I were to give myself like a challenge, a 7-day challenge, 30-day challenge, I'll probably be able to accomplish it. But I just like how easygoing being consistent is for me and my lifestyle. The capacity that you have may not be the capacity that I have, and vice versa. We all have different energy levels. We all have different circumstances. So don't base your growth on the measuring stick that YouTube uses for other creators who have tremendous growth in whatever period of time that they had theirs. Your growth is yours. Your journey is yours. Your channel is yours. So don't get so caught up on why you're not seeing things when you would like to see them. Give YouTube a reason to put you in front of more people. That way you can just have organic growth happen for you. You can grow too. You're seeing all these other channels blowing up and like getting all these subscribers and all these views. That can be you too. You just have to find your way by doing these methods that I mentioned in this video and even on the other videos that you see on my channel. I'm giving you such helpful tools, and they are all practical. I'm never going to ask you guys to do anything that I haven't done myself or at least tried to do myself. I only try to give you things that have helped for me. So if they have helped me, as soon as you put your little twist on things, they should also help you. Just make sure that you're being authentic and genuine to you and stay within the means of your limits. If you can stay consistent for only 3 days out of the week, post all 3 days of the week. If those are the three that you can commit to. If you can post every day, by all means, post every day. If you have to take a break once a week to recuperate, like that's kind of what I do, hey, that's just what works for you. And growth will happen as long as you're showing up for yourself and being diligent about the things that it takes in order to get in front of the viewer and keep them watching. That's the whole point of this YouTube thing. YouTube just asks us to create content that's worth watching. So do these things, avoid these mistakes, and you will see daily growth. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it in real time. So copy and paste what I'm doing. If you don't know how to get started, if you don't know what to talk about next, use what I'm talking about in this video to inspire you for your next video and start a series. That'll jumpstart you into like gaining an audience. So I really hope these tips were helpful, you guys, because I try to be as practical, as simple, and straight to the point as I can. And I always know from the feedback that I get from you guys in the comments that it really resonates with you because I try to hit the pain points that we all struggle with as content creators. When I first started out, I really didn't see anybody talking about anything other than YouTube is on easy mode and, get monetized, and everything was in our face so much. So I just try to make this a space where we can just take a step back and really comb through the issues that are preventing us from seeing the easy part. Because if you ask me, it's not always easy. It's really not. But then it becomes easier once you understand like the metrics and the analytics and the things that YouTube is asking us on a personal level so that we can then interpret it into a creative piece of content for a viewer to see. All in all, y'all, I just hope this video inspires you to keep trying, keep uploading, keep creating content, and you will have no choice but to see daily growth and see subscribers coming in daily. YouTube will do you the beautiful favor, as well as Miss Algorithm. They will work together to make sure that your content gets spotted, and don't feel like a failure. You're not a failure. You're just new at this. So just keep at it, and I'm telling you, it will work. These will work out. Things will fall into place. And before you know it, you'll be soaring in the space of YouTube Galaxy. Oh, yeah. Anywho, enough with my foolishness. But speaking of galaxies, how about we make today's secret emoji any emoji that has like a star or space or whatever, anything to deal with space? We'll make that the secret emoji. So whatever you have available, just make sure that you place a space type emoji in front of your comment that you're going to leave under this video. That way I know to screen grab it and shout you out in the next video. And on this side, you'll notice that there is a shout out from my very last video of those of you who placed the secret emoji before your comment. Thank you so much for watching that video all the way through and for watching this one all the way through. So if you're at this point in the video, shout out to you, and shout out to all of those who are being shown in the screen recording right here. I always appreciate you guys so much for just being so kind and just acknowledging the things that I talk about in my videos, and for even giving me your feedback. It means the entire world to me. So thank you guys so much. And for those of you who are new here, I always leave a sprinkle of positivity. So I hope something made you smile today. And if you haven't smiled yet, I hope something makes you smile before you go to sleep tonight. I really and truly appreciate and I love each and every one of you. And if you're new here, welcome to Erica Loves Cameras. We have so much fun over here and we keep things super light and airy. So I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope that you get comfortable as each video uploads and helps you to become the better version of yourself. That's where I come in as your content bestie. I'm rooting for y'all and I cannot wait to chat and connect with you guys in the comments. So y'all have a good rest of your night and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.